So, hello everyone, this is Shreyas Raj from Rapid XCI. Today, we'll be building an outbound caller that allows you to call prospects in US. I mean, US is our main market, so it allows you to call prospects in US. So, the initial investment required for this particular software or this particular setup is $20, and that's only for the phone numbers. Once you have that, it should be enough to start you off. Now again, Twilio is not the most cost-effective solution, but it is the easiest. So that's how we start. Eventually, you will find more alternatives like Vonage and all these virtual number providers that allow you to call in US. But to start off, maybe you could just start with Twilio. It's not an issue. So I just created this small PPT. I'll go through this quickly. I don't want to waste much of your time doing this theoretical stuff. So outbound sales call challenge. Let's just say that you're a sales rep. If I perform at my full capacity, let's just say I'm really motivated. I don't, I don't feel demotivated by anyone saying fuck off and stuff like that. In that case, I'll do 100 calls a day, max. Okay. Also, I might not have the power to research every prospect or craft icebreakers for every prospect. So imagine calling, let's just say, every person, and every person gets a personalized call that, hey, saw that your marketing agency has been around for 10 years, that's great. Or hey, saw your law firm has been around for 20 years, damn, that's great. So it is not possible for a human. Like imagine going through all of these guys internet data, search data, etc., going through their website and stuff. It's not possible by a human. That's not feasible. That's why AI can make personalized cold calls. Now, I don't recommend personalized cold calls just because it's kind of unpredictable. The AI, the AI could get unpredictable, but that's a potential option. But in my opinion, it has not worked that well. Also, it costs you it will cost you API credits, API tokens. So I mean, why you wanna waste the money? Just chill out and use the method that I'm teaching you. So 73% of the sales call miss decision makers. That's because you have to follow up. You have to hammer down the call. Because let's just say I get a call. Okay, it says spam. I didn't pick it up. Okay, just keep it down. It calls again. Now I have to pick it up just because this might not be a spam, or you just get two consecutive calls at right after one after another. So you're concerned, and that's when you pick up the call. You say hello and whatever, and the guy gives you a sales pitch. So maybe he's selling credit cards, maybe he's selling, I don't know, life insurance, but he could be selling anything. So you at least need 5 touch points in total to convert a client. That's an average. So what happens is that the stingy ones, the really stingy clients, might require 10 touch points, or you have to follow up with them or message them 10 times before they actually say, yeah, sure, I'll buy. Many of them would be ready after the first call, but on average you require 5 touch points to convert a client. So AI solves this problem completely. Let's just say a prospect is interested, then it's gonna do a whole 1 week long calling sequence probably, and that way the prospect could never go off the hook. So that's all. We'll be doing all of that. It's gonna be completely value pack lecture. I think I might need to shave again. I don't know. My facial hair is just, it grows at some insane rate. I mean, I just shaved yesterday, but it seems like yesterday. I mean, it has been 2 days. But anyways, back to the topic. In US, a sales rep or a cold caller charges you around $40 to. I mean, you cannot pay anyone below $3,000 in US. That's a minimum wage. That's like if you pay anyone below that, that's a federal offense. You'll go to the jail. That's how it is. I mean, I hope that was in India, but it won't happen in India. But in US, you have to pay at least $3,000 as a minimum wage, else you cannot employ the person officially. You have to keep them on unofficial contract, something like that, or maybe outsource the work to us Indians. So, however that works, but I hope that's not a big issue. Okay, so outbound sales challenges. Introducing automated outbound AI calling. Sales efficiency, call thousands of people a day. All you need is, let's just say, the bank balance. And honestly speaking, AI agents are so much better than human agents, because the best callers, they lose their touch after 5 6 calls. They're like, yes sir, yeah sir, yeah. So once they get insulted after 2 3 times, like, hey, you don't just call me you bastard, something like that, they don't have the energy, they don't have the will to keep pushing forward. That's why we need AI doesn't care. If someone says, yeah, F you or something like that, AI is gonna put that guy in a DNC list, do not call list. He's not gonna get demotivated. He's gonna be there on the phone doing thousands of calls a day. That's AI. AI manages call. So after every call, what happens is that people are lazy. They don't record it. They don't tick the boxes and stuff like that. But AI does it because it's an obedient slave. With all due respect, it's a digital slave, not the black ones. Oh shit, I'm going to jail. Anyways, prospect nurturing. So the follow-ups are completely automated. So the person is like, yeah, call me next week. Okay, AI will call that goddamn person next week. AI will not let the person off the hook. That's how powerful AI is. Now you might be saying, hey Raj, you're just over exaggerating. Wait till you see the automation. You'll be blown. I hate these kinds of presentation, but I thought it would look professional. Raj is for one time being professional. Key outbound sales features: personalized conversations, objection handling, and the objection handling is on point. It's it's like it's nailed down. It's completely. I'm just really surprised how well it handles objections. Appointment setting, lead qualification, leads qualified and stuff. It's complete game changer in all due honesty. So data is pulled from CRM. AI calls with a custom script. This is how it works, okay? Qualify leads and book appointments, sync data and recordings back. Now you can also integrate it with GHL or any of your CRM that you might have. I previously did it with GHL. So this particular automation can be integrated with GHL. It's just that I have to add the GHL modules, and it could be easily integrated with GHL, Go High Level. So you can manage all the leads there. So anyone who's wondering who wants a Go High Level automation, Go High Level mass cold calling automation, you know where to contact me. Drop me a WhatsApp or just book a consultancy call and I'll be there. So this is how it works, and so let me just give you an ROI calculation. It has really high ROI. So real results: 78% more qualified leads. Yeah, outbound call volume increases drastically. It could go up to 10 times. So just say you're calling 100 people in a day, you'll be calling 1,000, 10,000 people before you know it. That's how good it is. Prospect satisfaction. Yeah, I mean, people just have a positive experience with the AI. Just because, when someone calls me and says, hey Raj, do you want a credit card? They're dead inside. They're not speaking with their soul. So even though I say yes, they'll be like, acha, okay, so you know what? Something like some robotic dead inside words, which, I just don't want to hear that shit. So AI is always energetic, always enthusiastic, like me, on point. So I might be bragging AI a lot, but AI is actually that good. So that's how it is. And yeah, conversation that adapts. Also, the AI is self-learning, which means that the prompt automatically. So what happens is that after every call, we analyze what went wrong in the call or what went right in the call, and then after that we just process it and say that, hey, this went right, this went wrong. Please do let me know how we could improve and shit like that. So overall, this is the end of presentation, and I hope you liked it. Now to the practical stuff, because I hate presentations. This is the automation. Ta-da! So I'll quickly walk you through how this automation works, okay? So this is actually the receiving automation. I'll show you the real one. Apologies, I'll just close this one. Oh shit, wait. My bad. I think I closed the main one. So first of all, I'll just walk you through my retail configuration. So this is my retail dashboard. If I go under phone numbers, so I have only a single phone number inside it. Now what you can do is you can have multiple phone numbers, but for me, I only have a single phone number just because I have to demonstrate how it works. Also, I got a lead list from one of my friends, barbers, bike repairs, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to sell AI inbound agents with this. Okay. So let's see. Car rental, carpet clean, carpet cleaner, chiropractors. Let's just see chiropractors, okay? Ninja leads. So if you want this, just drop me a DM. Maybe I can sell this to you because I can't give away everything for free. But yeah, I mean, I got this leads and let's just see the lead list. Chiropractors. So I hope this has a phone number. Yeah, zip code, yeah, phone. So we have phone number. We got Arnold Argonos or whatever it is. Email, New York City, zip code. Now I don't know the quality of this data. Being completely honest, I have no idea uh, what can I expect from this data. But I think let me just check what's the time in US. Time in US. It's 7:35 p.m. I think they would pick up the call. I think, okay? I'm not sure. So what I'll do is let's just freaking go. So first I'll quickly show you the demo. Wait. So we have multiple workflows. First of them is like trigger the call, because we got to trigger the call before we actually just remove this. Yeah. So this is the call trigger. I'll quickly explain to you how this works. Okay. So this is my lead list. Now, as you could see, this is the call status. So if the call status is not called, in that case, AI will call the person. But once the call is done, AI will turn the status from not called to called, which is like, because then the same person, if you were to call 100 people, the same person would get called 100 times if we don't change the status. So we have to change the status. That's extremely important. Apart from that, is appointment booked? Question mark. It could be yes, no, something like that. Appointment details. So what time was the appointment booked? Stuff like that, and something that's gonna help us track the appointment. Okay, then we got company name. So company name is Kiran Home Consulting, Tommy's Plumbing, Vortex, and like a lot of plumbing services. So I was just doing this for plumbing services at the point. Then we got phone numbers like Tom, Hardy, Raju. So what I'll do is I'll just only keep my phone numbers because I don't want to ring someone else. So these are the phone numbers that I have. Control Z. Okay. So this AI, this particular automation is trained to handle voicemails. So I'll quickly show you how this works. Okay. Yeah. Just so there's this Google review. This is some additional information. Now we won't be. What the hell? Yeah. So Google review and stuff, we won't be using these variables. I mean, we do have these variables. They could be beneficial, like for example, competitor name. If you say that this gym is doing more than you, your competitor is doing more than you, and you take the name specifically, it triggers something in the other person. It's like, hey Shreyas, your competitor is making more videos than you. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm gonna show him who the real man is, and I'll make more videos. So you just trigger the other person if you talk about his competitor. That's why I got this. So these variables can be added, but the variables like Google review, Google rating, stuff like that, they're not used in the voice agent as of now. Okay. Call date and time. Then there's a call duration. Then call summary AI. This is the AI call summary. This call transcript. Then we got end reason. So end reason could be the user hung up, maybe the agent hung up, maybe there was a network issue, something that like that. But you'll just know why the call ended, because that's important. You need to know why the call actually went off, or why the call didn't actually reach to a fruitful outcome. You need to know that. It's either like maybe the customer got fed up and like, okay, I'll just hang up, something like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I got recording URL, first call. Okay, now this is where the magic is. Okay, first call not picked up. Let's just say I call my phone, ringing. I don't give a damn. It's here, and I'm talking to you guys. And then I see, okay, there's a phone call, but I didn't pick it up. What's gonna happen is it's gonna do a second phone call. The second phone call, if the person picks up, good. If the person doesn't pick up, okay, then I mean it's gonna stop at the second phone call, because that's how it is. And then it's gonna call 24 hours later. If the second phone call is is not picked up. So 20. So what's it? It's gonna first make 2 consecutive calls, and then it's gonna call 24 hours later to say, hey, I called you 2 times, or you didn't answer. So that's how it is. First call not picked up, second call not picked up. So if the second call is not picked up, it's gonna do a final call, and if in the final call, if no one picks up, I don't give a damn, done. So it's gonna just pull off and say, okay, I'm not calling this person more. Then we got voicemail. So in US especially, there are a lot of phones that almost a lot of calls go to voicemails, and no one cares to clean them. So in iPhones, you have the option to do the voicemail thing. So I've got my iPhone here. So what happens is that it's gonna drop a voicemail first of all, and then it's gonna call 24 hours later saying that, hey, I dropped you a voicemail. I don't know if you got a chance to listen to it or not, and stuff like that. So that's also a great tactic, because voicemails, I don't know people actually give a damn about voicemails or not, but it's also a great tactic. Then callback requested. So what happens is that, let's just say I'm driving, okay? Yeah, I got a call. So yeah, I'm driving, call me 10 minutes later. Put down the call and put down the phone, and I'm driving again. AI will call you 10 minutes later. That's how good it is. Like, AI will actually call you and say, hey, you told me to call at this time, so yeah, I'm here. By the way, I want to talk about this AI inbound service that could, reduce the customer service cost and stuff like that. Would you be interested? And DNC is like when the person's like, you know what, like something like, I'll kill you, don't call me again. There's some kind of freaks that do that. So in that case, we won't call them, because in US there's this rule. Okay, so what happens is that you can sue anyone if you say don't call me and the person calls you again. So that's all you need as evidence. You need the person to call you again once you tell them not to call. I mean, US is like it's a failed society. I mean, however things are going and all that kind of shit. But yeah, so I mean, they're just looking for a chance to just sue you. So you don't ever call them again. If they curse at your call, or maybe they just say, don't ever call me again, brother, please don't call me again, then you do not call them. That's it, end of the story. That's not a lead. That is not a lead. That's going to be a liability, and it's going to land you in court. Don't do it. Okay. I mean, that's a lot of features, and these features are really valuable for any company, just because a human cold caller wouldn't give a damn. Okay, he wouldn't actually call back. He wouldn't actually leave a voicemail. Probably he would. The good ones would, but the average ones would be like, yeah, it's not my job. I'm only getting paid $30. F this. I'm not gonna do that. So that's how humans are. We are lazy, and AI eliminates the human element. So more money. And yeah, it does look really good, right? Let's just make a few calls to prove the same. Okay, so not called. Okay, so actually I'm recording with this number, so I'll call this number. Okay, so let's just do it. It's not called, right? I'll quickly drop a call here and say, oh wait, I think it's airplane mode probably. Shucks. Really sorry for the hiccup. Let's do it again. Not called. And I'll show you how this works. Okay, I'm dropping a call right now. Okay, that's good. I'll pick up the call.
Good day. Is this Banging Plumber?
Yep, you know what? Please don't call me again. I'm having a bad day, please. Okay? Like, do not ever call me again. I'm sick of these cold calls.
Great. And am I speaking with Danny Rajwan?
I just said don't ever call me again, please. I'm sick of these cold calls. Do you understand?
Understood.
Yeah?
I will end the call now.
Yeah. So, that was a really... so that counts as a DNC. The person explicitly said, do not call me ever again. So that counts as a DNC, or do not contact. And the DNC is now yes, because that's what happened. I mean, the person simply said, you know what, do not ever call me again, or I'll kill you, slit your throat, something like that. Some threat or something that says, okay, do not ever call me again. Then there would be no calls. That's it. Done. End of the story. That's one of that. Okay. Now I'll show you what happens when I don't pick up the call. Okay. say it's gonna be not called. Okay, let's just try it again. So I wouldn't pick up the call this time. Okay, I'll just let it ring out. So I don't know if you could see, but it is still ringing, and I'll let it ring out. I won't touch it. Okay. So I mean it's still ringing, as you could see. I think it will eventually ring out, and okay, it rung out. It's now I think I should receive a call like 3, 4, or 7 seconds later. I mean, it gives us a time gap, because if you just call like a Gatling gun, if you call like a machine gun, you just keep calling, keep calling, keep calling, then I mean, the person's gonna get irritated. It's gonna be like, okay, let me see who this bastard is. So that's a missed call. Let's see if the trigger actually triggered. So wait. So first call not picked up. I think I didn't update. Let me see what went wrong. The executions. So 5:15. What went wrong? Okay. Just debug this in the editor. What's wrong? So the segregation module works with agent ID, which is why I have to make sure that the agent ID is all correct. Else it won't work well. Just go back to my workspace. What the hell? This is a GHL mask column. I'll quickly check if everything's right. So this is the agent ID, and the last digits are 0B2. 0B2. Let me just see. Oh shit. Okay, so I think I actually messed up. This is supposed to be for voicemail. Okay, which I know it is. This is supposed to be for. Oh shucks, sorry. It's supposed to be for final call. So I think I messed up a bit. So debugging the automations is the fun part and is the most crucial part, because these big business owners, they don't have time to build automation and debug the automation, because building automation, everyone can do that. Even AI can build automation, but to debug it, to make it usable, to make it production ready, that's the main quest. Let's just do it again. Okay, really sorry for the hiccup. Let me just quickly make it not called. Not. Whoopsie. Not called. Okay, let me just drop the call again. Baby. Okay, got a call. Getting a call right now. Anyways, so this call will soon ring out. So what I'll do is I'll position myself in the executions panel to see the execution live, so that you guys can also see the execution live. That's the main important part. I can also swipe down, but I don't want to. I think it's gonna give us the same outcome, probably. Why is it getting stuck? So this time it got stuck here. Why? Oh damn. Yeah, I think I messed up. Okay. What I need to do actually, okay, final call. I think I'll provide the prompts for all of these agents to in the comments. Not in the comments. Yeah, in the description somewhere. I thought I was gonna say that okay, it would be only available to the people in my course, but I don't mind, being honest. I could have done that, but why? Second call. So what happened was that I mean, how am I supposed to explain this to you? But wait, what? Did I just mess up something? This is second call. This is GHL mask. Oh shit. Shucks. Yeah. GHL mask caller. Actually, I just pasted it in the wrong direction, so I'm supposed to paste this here. So this is. Wait. I thought it was consecutive follow-up. Wait, I'll just change the prompt. So it says I'll say second call. I'll just name it second call. We I just tried connecting yesterday. I just called a few seconds before, but we missed each other. Okay, just save it. Okay, so this is the call that will trigger after the first call is not picked up. We'll quickly add that to the trigger. So I'll go to debug, add this here, and also if the first call is not picked up, so this is a if node. So if node says that yeah, if first call is not picked up, so what happens is that this is how the if node works. Okay, call ended and dial no answer. So it could be user hang up as well, but let's say dial was not answered or the person didn't pick up. Because what happens is that if there's an unknown call, you won't directly pick up. It's either you let it ring out, or you don't like swipe it down, obviously, because you need to know, okay, who is this random person calling. That's why I said dial no answer, which means that if the person lets the call ring out, in that case, it's going to trigger. It's going to say that, okay, the first call was not picked up, which is why we must do the second call. And the second call would be done by this agent, so the agent ID is what differentiates all these agents. So essentially, they're all the same agents, but the only difference is that the opening is different. So hey, I called you yesterday. Hey, I'm calling you for, like, the opening is different, but the main agent prompt is the same. So what I'll do is I've saved everything, right? Yeah. I'll do another try and get AI call me consecutively. So AI calls me twice, and that's when we know we are succeeded. Because AI needs to call you twice, else it's no. Fuck. Okay, I think I just swiped down. I don't know why I swiped down the call. Let me see how that happens. Because also there's no execution for 22. Like, it's 22 minutes. I'll just refresh this. Because sometimes executions take time to show up. So wait, what? Oh yeah, I think they just showed up. So I'm not supposed to cut the call, okay? Let's do it again. I don't think it's going to trigger anything. So I did cut the call, which is where I made a mistake. So I'll do it to not called. And then let's just try again. So once I get the call, I'll keep down my phone. Yeah. So it's ringing. I'm not going to cut the call. And actually, there's so many different, I'd say, dynamics that it's really hard to encapsulate all the different formulas, all the different scenarios. So I'll just capture the major ones, which is one call didn't answer. Let's do another call. Another call didn't answer. Let's just do the call 24 hours later, something like that. So the call just rang out, which is a great sign. Let's just see where this goes. Okay, so I think I kind of messed up something again, so let me check. Yeah, copy to item. By the way, I'll also show you it's true. Callback requested is yes. Okay. Proposal interested, yes. Call. Wait, the call. The conversation didn't even happen. What the hell? So, if call transcript is empty, again, there are so many different possibilities that it's a pain in the ass. So, if call transcript is empty, which is mostly empty whenever the call didn't connect. So we could say that. Let me just check the prompt. Wait, what's the whole prompt? So this is the prompt. Okay, our role is to combine both. I don't think this is needed. I'll remove this. This one is for GHL. So in GHL there's a requirement that you need an email to add a contact. No worries. Voicemail. Yeah. So no. So all this should be no. Call transcript is empty. All the options should be no. Like call back requested, should send proposals, etc. So if I were to thoroughly explain to you the whole flow, after 2 calls, this one's gonna trigger. This one's gonna say that okay, you know what? Sorry. After 3 calls, which is 2 calls consecutive and 1 call after 24 hours, this flow would trigger. This flow would say that you know what? I don't think the person's gonna pick up the call ever. Let's just leave him. That's this one. Then let's just say the person. I need to check what's this one. Wait, let me see. So it's here actually. So if the person doesn't pick up the second call as well, then you just make a third call, which is 24 hours later. So there's a wait timer which waits for 24 hours and then gives the person a ring that says, hey, I called you but you didn't respond, blah blah blah. Okay, so thus it is. And then this one is for, let's just say if the person says, yeah, I'm interested, can you send over the proposals and assets? In that case, the AI is gonna either SMS the person or WhatsApp the person. Depends on the settings. I've kept it to SMS, but you can also WhatsApp the person. Okay. And then this is if the person asks for a proposal. Okay. Now let me see. This one is for when the person says callback is requested. If the person says, hey, call me back in 10 minutes, so the callback happens. Okay. Then there's this one, DNC, do not contact. Okay, as simple as that. Then there's this one. So I think this one is for voicemail. So if the call lands in voicemail, 24 hours later, another call on the same number. That's it. Google Sheets. So yeah, Google Sheets here. This one is yeah, first call not picked up. So you gotta do that. Now if the person picks up the call, then we are gonna make a filter that ensures that the call has been on for more than 15 seconds, because you need at least more than 50 seconds to figure out everything and what's happening. So that's why 15 seconds is a sweet spot where you just figure out if the person is actually interested or not. After that, what's this one? This one's for appointment setting, as per my understanding, because we have Google Calendar event. And then let me see. So it's interested or not interested. So if the person is like, okay, so this event, this won't trigger unless the person is interested. So it won't actually book a call if the person is not interested. It's going to be like, okay, never mind. If the person is not interested, why should I even bother to book a call? It's going to say it's not interested. So put him as DNC or put him as not interested, something like that. So it's going to tag the person as not interested. That's it. That done. Okay. Apart from that, yeah, call transcript, current date, refer to this while booking. The calendar event name. So calendar, you have to give an event name, else it's not gonna happen. This one is you will provide the cities. So this one is a whole. We were working in multiple time zone. This is a part of a whole project that I was doing. So we were working on multiple time zones across the US. We got CST, Mountain Time, PST, Pacific time, and all that kind of time zone. So that's why this is a whole complete Bible on how to manage time zones. Yeah, I'll just remove this shit because I don't need it. Do you remember the time zone for booking? Being honest, I should actually keep it just for the fact that we're doing it in US. So I mean, this could be actually be really beneficial for me, but what I usually like to do is after the person is interested, I like to manually go through the whole conversation. I would like to manually listen to the whole recording because the return rate or the conversion rate on a cold call is really low. In all due honesty, that's why I prefer it's more better to go through the whole call manually and see if the person interested or not. If he is, then it's good. If not, I don't mind. So what I could do is let me just trim this here because this is just too big and it's going to confuse you prepared. Thoroughly analyze confirmation of the point. Do not use Google Calendar tool and output exactly not interested. So this is done. Save. And I think I should be now trying this out again. Huh. That's why automation is not like the most. I'll just let it ring out. Until we let it ring out, I'll quickly just check everything. So yeah, it went from not called to called. So I think I'll be seeing the output somewhere around here in a moment. So yeah, April 30th. Let's see. I think I might get a haircut. Okay, so the call rang out. Okay. Now I'm rooting for the second call. Should arrive any moment. Wait, what the hell? Okay. So call ended and dial no answer. Okay, so where's this guy going? False. Okay. Call ended, dial no answer. So bro went up here. That's not how it's supposed to work. Being honest, test workflow. I'm holding it like that. So, true. Okay, so it was a false. What the hell? So, filter. Why didn't it actually get catch? Why did it actually got caught here? Somewhere here. So, call didn't pick up. That makes sense. I think, wait, this was the one, right? It was supposed to be first call not picked up. Wait, no, I did voicemail. This is supposed to be the first call not picked up. Yes. So it is webhook. You know what? I think I should rather make a whole component in here. I'll say if call transcript is empty, and add a new out field not pick. Yes. Field. Okay, perfect. Let's do it like this. Let's try it like this. I mean, I'm not quite sure. Also, I'll just quickly grab. So it's a check it. It's not picked. Yeah, not picked. I think this is a much better way than relying on all of these. Goddamn, not picked. I don't think it's gonna work, but save. Just test the workflow again to see. So I think it's gonna give us a not picked output as well. So not picked, yes. I'll grab this variable. It's gonna be yes. Save. Test workflow. I think I should receive a call now. Oh, what the hell? Column match of parameters required. It's supposed to be the phone number, right? So column match on pro. It's empty. Wait, what the hell? I think. So phone number, phone number, phone number, phone number, phone number. This is the phone number. Column matching. God damn it! Just get it done. It's just something that. Okay, now I think it should work. I've configured everything. There's no loose ends. Actually, I'm the kind of guy that likes to save onto the API credits because I just don't wanna. I don't like to waste API credits unnecessarily. That's one of the few reasons why. Calls ringing, capital side, no worries. Let's just focus on the work. So under execution, I think it's gonna be executed in a few seconds. That's one of that. Also for the voicemail, it's gonna once it drops a voicemail, it's gonna wait. Yeah, call still ringing. So once it's gonna drop a voicemail. So the voicemail is something like this. Call settings. Yeah, this is Maya calling from Rapid Solutions. I was hoping to chat with you. There's been some just us pitching it the whole same shit. I think I should receive a call in a few seconds. God damn, let's go. Hello?
Good day. Am I speaking with?
Yeah, you're right. Go on.
Perfect. And is this?
Go on. Hello?
Hi, it's Maya from Rapid Solutions. I just called a few seconds before, but missed each other. Isn't now a better time for a quick chat?
Yeah, you called me, right?
Great. Thanks for taking my call. I was reaching out because I work with business.
So this was like it gave me a consecutive call, which is great. Let's just see the voicemail function. I hope the voicemail function gets triggered because I didn't test the voicemail function that much. So let me just grab this, paste it here. Not called, okay? Let me just ring it again. And I won't pick it up. So let's see. I'm not gonna pick it up, so it's gonna go automatically to voicemail, okay? I'll just move it over to voicemail. I think it takes its time to detect if it's a voicemail or not. If it is, then it's gonna drop a voicemail saying that hey, whatever. Okay. Wait. Okay. Did I mess up something? Oh shit. Shucks. So I think I understood what I messed up. Yeah. So I also got an SMS, which is kind of cool. But I think I messed up the voicemail. So yeah, just a second. I'll show you. So this is the voicemail. You should hear it. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Listen to this.
Hey Kumar, this is Maya calling from Rapid AI Solutions. I was hoping to catch you for a quick chat about something that's been helping a lot of plumber businesses in Bay Harbor lately. We've developed this AI receptionist system that's making sure businesses never miss important calls, even when they're slammed with customers or closed for the day. I'd love to share how this might be valuable for Oh So Good Plumbing Heaven too. I'll try you again tomorrow, but feel free to call me back at phone number if you want to learn more sooner. Thanks, AJ Kumar. Hope you're having a great day.
So that was a really professional voicemail. What I'll do is, let's just have a real conversation with the AI. Let's just see if she's able to convince me. I mean, I've made her, so I mean, obviously she's gonna have my traits, but still, let's put it to the final test, the boss battle, and let's see if she prevails. I'm myself curious.
Good day. Is this Benny and Plumbers?
Yes, it is.
Great. And am I speaking with Dad Rajwan?
Yeah.
Hi, Daddy Rajwan. I'm Maya from Rapid Credit Solutions. How's your day going so far?
My day is going great.
I'm glad to hear that. The reason I'm reaching out, I work with businesses in San Francisco that sometimes struggle with managing their incoming calls. Does that ever happen at Banging Plumbers?
I mean, yeah. After we are closed, sometimes we get some emergency calls and stuff like that.
That makes sense. So when you're really busy with customers or after hours, what happens to those incoming calls right now?
I mean, we try to reach out to them once we are open again, but to be honest, we miss a lot of them.
I understand. And how do you feel about that current setup? Is it working perfectly for you, or are there times when you think there must be a better way to handle this?
For sure, I mean, there's always a better way to handle it, and I think we are not doing it to the best of our ability. What do you suggest?
I completely get that. Actually, what's working really well for other plumber businesses is this new AI receptionist technology we've developed. It basically handles all your calls with a really natural sounding voice. Customers can't even tell it's not a person. And what's cool is it can schedule appointments right in your calendar, answer common questions, and make sure urgent calls get to the right person right away. And would something like that be useful for you guys?
Yeah, for sure.
Great. Just out of curiosity, how many calls do you think you might miss in a typical week when everyone's busy or after hours? Even just a rough guess.
I say 20-30 on minimum, but at max like 50 calls. That's a lot of calls, I understand.
That makes sense. And what do you think the average value of a new customer might be for your business? Just approximately.
It's $200, $200 to $500, depends on the issue, but yeah, that's how much it is.
So this system could help you capture even just a few of those missed opportunities each month. It would essentially pay for itself, right?
Yeah, you're making a point.
I'm glad to hear that. Would it be okay if I set up a quick 15-minute demo so you can hear exactly how the AI handles calls specifically for banking plumbers? I have some availability next week. Would Tuesday or Thursday afternoon work better for you?
Let's do it for tomorrow at 12 p.m.
Check the availability.
Yeah,
Schedule a demo for tomorrow.
12 p.m. Yeah.
Perfect. Let's schedule the demo for tomorrow at 12 p.m. I'll send a calendar invite to confirm. Is 917-020294172 still the best way to reach you?
Yeah, that's my personal number. Yeah, no worries on that.
Great. I've scheduled the demo for tomorrow at 12 p.m. and we'll send the invite to your number. Would you like me to send over a couple of quick examples of how other plumber businesses are using this system?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. So I cut the call. Let's see where it goes. So. So I think maybe they're all bottlenecking. Wait, no, they're not bottlenecking actually. So call analyzed. Wait, so it's 43. So I'll reload this because I'm not seeing the execution. The latest execution. So this is the latest execution I see. So it sent me that, which is kind of cool. But I think it is supposed to then continue. You know what? I kind of got where we are going at, so I'll save this extension. Let's do it again. Copy to item, unpin. Wait, is it analyzed or is it Need to check. So call analyze is what we're looking for. We're not looking for call here. Call analyze, that's what we're looking for. Yeah, perfect. Because call ended is subjective. Like the call can also end, when the call didn't connect. But call analyzed only happens when the conversation actually happens. So that's the reason why I'm looking towards call analyzed more and less towards call connected and all that kind of shit. So it did book me in for tomorrow 12 p.m., which is wow, banging plumbers 12 p.m. demo of air receptionist specifically for banging plumbers. So wow, I should stop seeing those videos. But yeah, it worked. So more than happy to see that. If let's just say if I'm not interested, I'm just curious how it's gonna be if I'm not interested. So it didn't actually update. Tracking data. Okay. I think I gotta quickly just reconnect my account. So it happens when you do again. It's a kind of a bug, I think, but it's weirdly weird. But still, appointment booked. Where the goddamn hell is my output? Appointment book doesn't exist. Okay, makes sense. And, I'll actually have to refresh this, being honest, because there are a lot of new things that came around. Google Sheets, voicemail. Which one I'm looking at? It's lead list 2, column to match phone, DNC, callback, this is first call not picked up. So it's lead list V2. So why does it only have like this many appointment book first call not picked up? Okay. Wait, which update or append sheet? I think I should grab this one. This one seems better. So false, paste. The goddamn hell I'm pasting, yeah. So I'll just connect it here. So phone using to match, yeah, we are using phone to match it all. And yeah, industry, I don't mind. Recording URL, yeah, we need to put in recording URL here, because that's important. So without having recording URL, we wouldn't be able to listen to what actually happened. Call summary is also important. So transcription is good. Specifically looking for summary. So I'll yeah, call summary is here. Recording URL is here. Recording URL. I can also have a cost. So I can also have this column called call cost. So call cost could be cost. So I think it's in cents. So it's 23 cents, something like that. Still pretty cheap. 23 cents. And call reason. And call reason. Call so there's supposed to be an end call reason somewhere. I think it's at the bottom probably. First call true, the URL, the wait mode. Why did the call end? I think I should search for hang up. Yeah, agent hang up, disconnection reason. Call transcription. Transcription's right here. Not an issue. So this goddamn thing is a whole transcription. Yeah. This should do. Duration. So it's in milliseconds, so we could just convert it into a second, which is like almost 1 minute and something along those lines probably. Delete, Control C, Control V. Appointment booked, I think I should just say yes or no. So this should be yes. No. This should do. This should be more than enough. And what I'll do is, I'll quickly, so there should be appointment details, yeah. Details, done, save. So this is a complete workflow. So again, I'll explain, this is interested, not interested. This one's supposed to be, I need to label it. So first call not picked up, voicemail. This was for voicemail. This is DNC. This one's this one's callback requested. Yeah. Oh, I'll show you that one. This one's really cool too. But you know what? I think I had to just make a few changes here, because it's considering like all of these call and so what's happening is that it's saying that if the call has ended, it means that I'm trying to do something here, because call and not picked up is yes. If call transcript, I need to add something else to refer to, just so that. So hello everyone. First of all, really sorry I went to bed, so I'm back again, and let's just continue our cold calling journey. So I think we tested almost all of the functions, and so this one is for Twilio. I just did a few more changes here, so it's more easy to track. So let me just quickly walk you through everything again. And as you see, there was a lot of troubleshooting that I did. So when you are to use this, you'll come across a lot of troubles that you have to shoot and succeed in general. So as you could see, there's a webhook, and so what I did an addition of the camera, which I'd like to explain right now. So first of all, what are these HTTP requests? Because I know there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be confused. What are these HTTP requests and stuff like that? Okay, so these HTTP requests, they're used to make a call on retail. So what I'm doing is I'm doing an API call which tells retail that hey, okay, make a call. So api.retail.com v2 create phone call. This is the API URL. I'm making a post request to this API URL. Then we got the authorization. Let me just explain to you this in simple terms. We are sending a message to, let's just say, an army to attack. Let's just say I have an army that's in Mongolia. So I have to send a message to them to attack. So this is the phone line that I'll use to connect to the army. Then we got headers. So we got authorization and content type. So authorization is, okay, how does the army know that I'm the king? You know, maybe some random person can say, okay, attack, and the army attacks at the wrong time and they all die. So how does the army know that this is the king that's telling them to attack? That's because I have authorization key, an API key that I use to say, okay, you know what, now it's time to attack. My authorization key is XYZ, so that the army knows, okay, this guy is the king and we have to follow him. Then we got content type or application JSON. It's like, how am I sending the message to the army? Am I sending the message via a letter, via mail, via electronic docs, maybe catapult, God knows. But how am I sending the message to the army? That's what it is. So I know that's a really bad analogy, but I hope you guys understood that's all that matters. So this is the communication line. This is the authorization that tells me, okay, so you are the king and we should listen to you. This is how you're sending the way of sending the data to the army. So there are a lot of different types. There's a form type of data. Then there's the most commonly used is JSON, but you could send it via form. You can send requests via forms and stuff. So then I think there's X something. It's called X forms and like that. So a whole lot of stuff. Binary form form URL encoded form data and stuff like that. So you could do all these kinds of different methods, but we are going to use JSON. Okay. Now specify body. So this is the body that I have. So in the body, it has all the instructions on how the army should attack, or in here, how the agent or what actions to take. So we got the from number. This from number is used to call. Then we got the to number, like where to call, where to attack. We don't know. Override agent ID. So agent ID is like you have multiple agents for all the different calls. This one particularly I think this one is for a callback or something like that. Yeah, I think I clicked here somewhere. So this one is for when I say okay, callback has been requested. So this is like for callback agent. So this agent specifically is for the callback. You know, once a person says hey, call me back, this person does that thing. Okay. So this callback agent is, I think, scheduled callback. It's this one. Okay. So this is the callback agent in simple terms. So I think yesterday we went through all of this. I added this filter here just because we can. So I'll tell you how retail API works. There are three API, I'd say, outputs that retail give out once the call is done. So let's just say a call is finished. There are gonna be, every time there are gonna be three different types of API inputs that we must take. There's gonna be call started, which means that the call was started. Then we got the call ended. So these two would always be there. Like they're constant and they would always exist. Call ended and call started. Then there's a third one called call analyzed. So call analyzed only exists if the conversation actually happened. So let's just say I didn't pick up a call, I just hang up. Then there would be no call analyzed module just because the call didn't even happen. That's call analyzed. Call started is every time you trigger a call, it's there. Call ended is every time you end the call, it's there. Now the reason that I say okay, let me just filter it. So the filter is like this: JSON body event has to be call ended. Okay, it could not be call analyzed, or it could not be anything else. The reason being that call analyzed and call ended, if they were both to come together, then there would be multiple triggers. Let's just say I said oh, call me back after 12 hours, and there would be two calls, not one, which is not something that we want, because then it's it should be natural, and we don't want two consecutive calls. So that's why either we can do it by call analyzed, or either we could do it by call ended. Now with call analyzed, there's another issue. The issue being that we cannot capture events in which the call didn't got pick up. So for that reasons, we have to go with call ended because it encapsulates all the issues. So if the call was not picked up, if the call went to voicemail, if the call XYZ everything, it's all captured by call ended. I hope my explanation was clear. And now I think we did everything that we had to do yesterday. So this is a database that I have. Wow, we got nightclubs. Damn. So what we're trying to do here is right now we're trying to sell an AI inbound agent via cold calls. And we're going to call in US obviously. So lead rockets, I got this. I'll open this one in a new tab. I'll open this one in a new tab. Wait. I'll open Drive in another tab. So we got lead rocks and ninja leads. Author, bookkeeping, clinic doctor. Let's just do for clinic doctors. I think it's California probably. It might steal a personal information. Yeah, sure. So last name, job title, president, clinic director, medical practice, industry is medical practice. Okay. So if you want this database or something like this, maybe you want this database, or you want my own database, drop me a DM, or you know what, just drop me in the comments and I'll give it away to you guys. I don't have anything to gain with this. Also, but you know what, to be very frank, this data might not work. The reason being that it has been passed around so much, it has been abused so much, the fertility is gone. Damn, that went dark. Anyways, what I'm trying to tell you is that this data might not work for you after like several uses. So if I were to give this out publicly and everyone to start using it, then it won't have any value. Like it's gonna lose its charm, it's gonna lose its quality. That's why I think I'll give out one of the folders if you guys want. Maybe I can set something up, but I'll see. Or maybe I could just give you a Drive link. You can enjoy. No worries, I don't mind. But being honest, you guys should know how to scrape fresh data, because this data has been abused a lot. Not virgin anymore. But yeah. So direct email, phone. So we got a lot of phone numbers here. So we also need to ensure that the phone numbers exist when we are making a call. And it's like who the hell we are calling to, So grab this, download anyway. If this thing's a virus, I'm gonna kill my dealer. I'll personally go to Afghanistan, maybe buy an AK-47 and gun that motherfucker down. So LinkedIn URL, first name, last name. Okay. So what we could do is, so what do we need in our lead list? This is a lead list, okay? So appointment booked, called. Okay, Dallas home renovation. What's the time in US? I don't want to wake up people. Time in US. Oh shit. So it's really early, being honest, in US. Let's just not call in US. Let's just call in. You know what? You guys are in for a treat. I'll show you how I roll and how I get data. So let's try calling in India. Let's try calling in India and let's see how that goes. But my question is, who the hell should I call in India? Because I mean, inbound receptionist. So this is where you have to hone down or niche down your offers. So like, who are you gonna sell to? You need to have someone to sell to, right? So I'll call this lead list at night. But right now, so the cost to call these lead lists, it's gonna be $20, and I don't know how many lead lists you will call. I mean, you can call a lot of people, genuinely. The reason being, the reason being that you can call a lot of people is because that a lot of people won't pick up the call. A few would pick up a call. Also, we have to ensure. So I think we can see everything in here. Okay. So we'll monitor every step. That okay, is the call booked? Is the appointment booked? No. What went wrong? And we can manually select the calls. Or we can manually select. Let's just say the particular phone calls where the call went on for a long time and the appointment booked as yes, so that we could actually see what happened in the call. Like we could take manual decisions and stuff like that. I hope that's clear. I'll quickly go through. But then I won't have the person's first name, which is the issue. Because I could go on Google Maps and search for all these businesses, but I need the person's phone number. I don't need like some receptionist phone number. Why should I mind? I mean, she does not even have any power. So what should we do? That's the question. Let me check. So it's clinic doctors. I don't think that would work. I think I need leads from India, being honest, and I don't know if my dealer has given me that. Lawn care, real estate. Yeah, but by the way, these leads, they're really valuable. And I think my next cold calling targets would be realtors, because I know those guys need it. Those guys need it the most. This solution. Those guys need it the most. Lead Rocks does not have it. Let's just check Ninja Leads. I think I'll make the call at night, because I don't think this is the right time to make a call. But just for demonstration purposes, I don't know. I mean, this guy only gave me leads from US, so he's a great guy. But right now I have to call in India because I can't call in US. If I call in US, those guys are gonna be after my ass. Like the federal, the FBI and all, they're gonna be on my tail. Because I'm just harassing people by calling them early in the morning. Let's see. Cold calling lead list India. You know what? Let me just quickly scrape Google Maps. What the hell? By the Google Cloud Maps. I'll search for so who needs an AI? Let's just go for dental clinics, okay? Maps. Top. Now, I'm not recommending this, okay? Please don't do what I'm about to do. Top dental clinics near me. I'm not recommending this at all. At all. Okay, this is highly unethical. You are not supposed to do it. I can do it, but you can't. Please don't do it. What you could do is, I have an idea. I'll remove the first name. I'll remove that the variable, because I know that there is not a variable for that. So, what's the news? Why more rich Indians are leaving the nation? Well, we all know the reasons. Come on, news outlets, please stop brainwashing us. We all know what's wrong with the nation. You can't even go to Kashmir nowadays. Shit, that's bad. Anyways, Tooth Fairy Pediatrics. Top 20 connects me. How do I scrape this shit? I'll quickly check. So I got this instant data scraper. Let me just check if I could get the phone number. Oh, I don't think I can get a phone number. I can't get the phone number. God damn. Okay. Let me just go to LGBTQ friendly. Maybe I can make the calls. That's not an issue. So I could copy the phone number. Maybe I'll make a few test calls to see if this actually works. Okay. Okay. So this is where I put the phone number. India. Dentist. I'll turn this to not called. So not called. And I'll remove the first name variable. So GHL mask caller. Let's assume that the person is gonna pick up at the first ring. Let's just assume that. I'll ask Claude to do it. I'm not gonna do it myself. Just because we're calling in India and we don't have a particular source of leads, you could just call via the business name and say, hey, this is what we have to offer. Remove the customer name variable. Varibali. I'll quickly just grab the. I'll just quickly grab the company name. Remove this. During busy hours, yeah. Okay. Not called, and I'll just extend this down. So I'll first copy this and extend this down to 4 5. This should do. Not called. So copy, paste. So because you gotta test this in practicality. I could show you all I want about how to configure this, how to use it and stuff like that, but you have to actually use it in practicality. And I don't know if I explained this to you. I'll explain this later. First, I'll quickly make a few calls with my AI agent. Dr. City. Cool. Control V. Okay. This is the phone number. And I'll also pop in my own phone number just to ensure that the call is actually happening, and it's not a fluke. We have to keep tracking. So I could myself get a few calls. After every 3-4 call, I'm gonna get a ring on my phone. So I know, okay, the call's actually being executed, which is great. Oops, there's a phone number. Shri Samartha. Copy this. I think we can call this a public experiment, probably. It's gonna be really cool to see Indians interacting with an AI voice agent. I'm just kind of excited. Let me just do one last clinic before we Smile Excel. What's the phone number for these guys? And I'll just remove these additional ones, and I'll pop in my own phone number just so that I could just track everything. Control C, Control V, delete this. I think they should do. Let me just remove the 9-1 so that just to check if AI can actually make the call. Control C, just pop it right here, just so that just to test. Okay, what I'll do is I'll open the trigger module. So this is the backend of the whole thing. Then there's the trigger module. The trigger module is used to trigger the calls. So I think I'll cap the trigger module to one call just to see if the call is accurately made. Just before we go into like a large scale operation. I think it's workflow 7, yeah. This is it. Get rows. I think it should only get one row, which is why I'll just remove all of this. Control X. I delete this, okay? I should only get one call for now, just to see if everything's on place. Test. Okay, there was an error. Wait, what? Okay, so we need to add 9-1 before every phone number. I just wanted to check that. This is how we know that we must add 9-1. Let's copy this, paste it here, paste it here, paste it here, paste it here. Let's do it. So these 4 are the real numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are the real numbers, and this one and I've added my own number twice just to have an assurance that the call is actually being. So before we go out there and call the whole world, let me just make a test call on my own phone number, just to see if this actually works. Okay. So this is the main scenario that we're gonna run, and this is the front end. This is the trigger module. I'll quickly run the trigger module right now, and let's see. So I think I'm gonna receive a call.
Good day. Is this Banging Plumbers?
Yes, it is.
Great. And am I speaking with the owner manager?
Yeah, you are.
Hi there. I'm Maya from Rapid XI Solutions. How's your day going so far?
My day is going great.
I'm glad to hear that. The reason I'm reaching out, I work with businesses in San Francisco that sometimes struggle with managing their incoming calls. Does that ever happen at Banging Plumbers?
It does. It does a lot. So the call was successful. I think it just says Rapid AI, so it's really fast. With that, it just says like Rapid AI really fast, which is not something that I want, but still it's good. It's good. And did it update the spreadsheet? That's the question. Status was changed to called. Wait, what? Okay. So why was the status not changed? I'm just kind of confused. Call did happen, but the status was not changed. Refresh. Test step. So I think this one was changed probably. Actually, there are multiple instances of this thing. My bad. Let's just do it again. So we're using a match on column to ensure that it changes the right. It changes the right column. So this one's changed. So perfect. And I think this was a decent demo, I'd say. Let me just try calling these people now. So I'll go and I'll paste it here. Wait, no, not called. Control C, Control V. Let's just try calling these guys, and then I'll pop in my own number at the bottom. Wait, what? Not called. let's just try this, okay? I think it's gonna be fun. I've fixed all the technical issues, I guess. So let's see. So we're just gonna, okay. There's an error with 3 items. Somehow I got a call. Okay, that makes sense. I got a call. And who else got a call? So I got called and Sachin Dental Clinic, Dental Implant Center got called. Okay, that's good. So appointment booked, it was no. Straight up no, okay. I'm just kind of curious what actually happened during the call. So let's see. So hello, user hang up. So the user hung up. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let me just try for the other 2 clinics as well. I think I have to pick up the phone call, else it's not gonna go. Hey, hello, whatever. So this one was. So this is how it's gonna happen in. This is how it's gonna happen during cold calls, because many of the times people just listen to the voice and say, okay, he's calling for something. Let me just put the phone down. So cold call, the success rate on cold call is really low, being honest. So if you can pull off 3 to 4 interested prospects from a list of 100 phone numbers, you are already doing really well, because it's really hard. With AI, you could just streamline the process, we could get more prospects, but all in all, it's still tough. So let me just do for the rest of the clinics as well. Let's see. I think I should add a wait module, being honest. So 3 of them. Wait, what's the error now? This needs to be a valid JSON. Okay. So what's wrong? Dentist. It says JSON needs to be a valid JSON. What's wrong with it? Let me just ask AI what's wrong. What is wrong with this JSON? So I usually just ask AI what's wrong with this, what's wrong with that, and AI just directly answers me. So okay, so new lines. Okay, new lines must be correctly escaped. Oh, okay. I understood. What's wrong? Smiley Excel Dental Clinic. I'll just Atulya Dental Clinic. Okay, this looks good. Now I think it should work, probably. No, it doesn't. Wait, I have to test the whole workflow. I'm not wrong. I think it's gonna be a success. So 3 of the people were called. Now let's just see the status here. The status is gonna change here. It's gonna be yes, maybe no, whatever, however it will be. So let's see. This guy, they didn't pick up the first call. They're gonna get a second call now. Wait, I think that was me. Yeah, this is me actually. So appointment book, no. Dr. Bolole's dental. First call not picked up. This is a yes. Who's this? So Atulya's, okay. They also didn't pick up a call. So they should be getting a second call now. Huh. Nice. I think this one is talking. These guys are talking right now. So I think Dr. Bolole's dental clinic. They are talking right now, probably. Let's just monitor the results. So okay, damn. Cool. So this one went into a voicemail. So this is how you can track your whole AI army going out there calling for you. You just sit and maybe have a coffee. So they're calling for you. You're working on your stuff, and then you just check the call status. So they were not called, not called, not called. Second call, not picked up, not picked up, not picked up. Voicemail. Okay, I'll drop a voicemail. So it's all automated. The power of call center in your hands, in your fist. This is the whole automation. I hope you liked it, and I'll be dropping this into the description. So this is a trigger module, and this is the editor. Honestly, I want to make it more large scale. I want to do a more large scale operation on calls, but I'm not doing it. The only reason being that it's going to take a lot of time scraping all these different dental clinics. But the point is that it works really well. So anyways, thanks for watching. Should I end the video? No, I won't end the video. I'll show you how everything is set up. So in all of these HTTP modules, all you have to do is just change your API key, which is here, bearer key. Just change the bearer key, change the phone number that you want to call with, and also there needs to be a mapping. So you need to map out the Google Sheet columns in in N10. As simple as that. So you got to map out all those. If you want, I'll be putting putting the spreadsheet, the whole N10 scenario, the retail AI prompts, all of that in the description. Do grab it and feel free to use it however you can. Also, Twilio is $20 almost, so I don't think that. I mean, if you have $20 to spend, you can give it a try, and it's really powerful. Even if you like buy Twilio and don't do cold calls, you can still use it to give your clients a demo, a taste of what AI actually entails. So I hope this was a good lecture, a good video, and yeah, even I'm kind of happy of how this is turning out. You could just monitor everything. You could just be like a big boss looking at how everything that's happening around here. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Do let me know any questions, any queries, anything like that. Just do let me know all of that. Also, if you want these lead lists, just drop me a comment that, hey Raj, I need the lead list. I can send it over to you. No worries on that. And overall, I hope it was an hour well spent. For the configuration and stuff, I mean, just select the spreadsheet. Maybe I'll give you the spreadsheet. Just select the spreadsheet everywhere. So configure spreadsheet here. So how to configure a spreadsheet? If you're using it on cloud, then it's gonna be really easy. But if you're doing it on local host like me, go to Google Cloud. I've explained this so many times, but okay, I'll explain it to you again. Last time, promise. Go to cloud. So cloud.google. You just open the console. Inside the console, you can find APIs. So enable Google Sheets API, and then go to credentials. So Sheets. Go in here. Enable this. It's already enabled. Go to API services and all, and then go to credentials. Now there would be a OAuth screen. You gotta first configure this. Go into the OAuth consent screen. And what you need to do is, first of all, go to, I think it's branding first of all. Just go through all of this. So business domain and all, also authorized domains. So you need to authorize whatever platform you're using on. I'm using this on Cloudbean. You could be using it on Hostinger. I don't know. You could have your N10 hosted on Hostinger, probably. In that case, put Hostinger in here, and you could just add domains. So my API key is authorized for N10, Cloudbean, and make.com. Developer contact is this. You need to ensure that this is enabled, whatever website you're on. So how do I know which URL to put in here? So well, I can see cloudbean.site and I could see N10 here. So I'll put cloudbean.site and n10.com. I'll put both of those just to be sure. This one's done. Go to audience, add yourself as a test user, else you cannot use it. So Shirasaj Sony and Shirasaj Business, I've added them as test users. Go to clients. So you could just create a client if you want. You could just create a credential if you want. And there are scopes. So you need to add the scopes which allow you to make changes to Google Sheets. Verification center, you don't need to do anything here because we are using this Google Google Cloud API in test environment. We are not doing it for production, so don't worry on that. And apart from that, yeah, once you're done, go to wait, go to credentials, create a credential, OAuth client ID. So there's going to be a callback URL. Grab this, post it in the callback URL. So application type, web application, callback URL is posted here. Create, grab this, paste here. If you do everything correctly, like if you follow everything that I just tell you, voila, it's done. Easy. Now, after this, sign in with your Google account, and that should be it. So, I'm doing it on cloudbean.site. You could be doing it on hosting, you could be doing it on cloud. I don't care, but this is how it is done. Simple, easy, fast, efficient. Fail to connect, whatever. So, I don't know why this happened actually, but I think maybe it's already connected. So probably something like that. Close here. So Google Sheets account 2, maybe I'll use this account 1. Let's just see how this goes. Okay, yeah, just configure all these Google Sheets, configure all the HTTP requests. Just leave the prompts untouched. You can have a look at the prompt too, but the prompts are crafted over the time, so they're the best that I could give you. Also leave this one untouched. If you want to work on multiple time zones, contact me. I'll help you to set this up, and we could use that. Google Sheets. So this is the same Google Sheet, and then this is the callback. So you need to create multiple agents for multiple purposes. Callback, scheduling, voicemail, all that kind of purposes. You need to create multiple agents. Also, there's another thing that you could do is personalize every call, or maybe create multiple agents which have different openings based off the last call and stuff. But let's just not complicate things. Let's just keep them simple. Create multiple agents, and then for this one, I think this one is regarding first call not picked. So first call not picked. There's going to be a second call agent. It should do the second call, and then you grab the agent ID and then just put it in here. Same for second call not picked up. I think yeah. No. Same for voicemail. Same for callback request and stuff like that. Just to finish it off, I'll test the callback requested feature once again, because that's like the most. It was the most brain power consuming problem, but we solved it. So I'll show you how it works. Not called. Not called. Okay. I'll say let me just make the AI call me. Test workflow.
Good day. Is this Banging Plumbers?
Yeah, it is.
Great. And am I speaking with the owner or manager?
Yeah, you know what? Just call me after 30 seconds, please. Thank you. Let's just test. I said call me after 30 seconds. I just actually want to see if it actually does call me after 30 seconds or not. Because it can wait for infinitely long. There's an option to wait for days. If the person says, I'm not interested, call me next week. AI is not going to give up. It's going to be on his ass all the time, completely. And that's something that's really crazy about how things are changing, how many jobs are going to get displaced. Let's be honest. We are going to lose a lot of jobs. So it's really better to not have a job and just earn a lot of money using AI, the technology that we have harnessed. Okay, so it's taking its fair share of time. I think I didn't understood, or what went wrong. So this is the one, right? Yeah. Copy to item. Wait, what? Not picked up. Callback requested. No. Wait, what? I think I didn't listen to what I had to say. Wait, this is a really old one. Yeah. Copy to item. What's this now? So callback requested is yes. Okay, so you know what? I think I should add another. So it's kind of true because I consider callbacks to the person is interested. There's so many overlapping things in here. Wait, I'll fix this real quick. So what happened was that I requested a callback, which means I'm interested. But if the person is interested, he's supposed to get, what I think. Where's interested? Yeah. Interested, yes, no. So I think that I instead of proposal assets, yes. I think I should type he should explicitly say it. Like send me a proposal or something. Yeah. And I think they should work. They should work, okay? Let's just call oh so good plumbing heaven. Yeah. Not called. Not called. Let's just get a call again. Hello?
Good day. Is this Banging Plumbers?
Yeah, you know what? Just call me after 30 seconds. I'm really busy. I'm actually kind of driving. I'll be home in 30 seconds. Can you just call me after 30 seconds? Thank you. So this is also a really crucial functionality of this AI voice agent, which is that call me back after X hours, or X minutes, because people do it all the time. Let's just say that there was a credit card guy. I always used to tell him call me back, call me tomorrow, and he never used to call me tomorrow. He used to call me like 3-4 days later and say, hey, you told me to call tomorrow, but I forgot. That's how, again, humans are lazy. Like even I'm lazy, so, and it's still didn't trigger. Damn. Okay. It's waiting. 13. Okay. Okay, that's good. It's cool. It's waiting for like. Just debug this in editor. What went wrong? It's waiting for 13 minutes? That's weird. Did I say 30 seconds or did I say 30 minutes? That's the question. Wait, what? I think I said 30 minutes. I mean, AI probably heard 30 minutes, which is bad. I mean, I'll get a call back in 30 minutes. That's not an issue. But still, I mean, let's do it again. Again, you just gotta keep testing it until you finalize it. Maybe I said it wrong. I just want to confirm. If I said it wrong, then maybe. Hello.
Good day. Is this Banging Plumbers?
Yeah, it is, and I'm the owner. Can you call back after 30 seconds?
Great. And am I speaking with the owner manager?
No, can you just call me back after 30 seconds? I'm kind of busy.
I'll call you back in 30 seconds. Thanks.
Yeah. So she acknowledged the fact that she'll call me back in 30 seconds. Let's just wait 30 seconds. Damn, I hate to do it, but I need to ensure that I give you something that is not full of bugs, but something that's ready to deploy and start earning you cash like crazy. Like I don't know, a machine gun that fires cash. Money printers go brr. Let's see, 21, 20. Actually, this was one of my client's requirement. He said, you know what, Raj, these rich guys, these rich bastards, they want, they just tell you to call back at a time and they just don't call back and stuff like that. So, and I think I again messed it up. What the hell? Is like 30 seconds too short of a time or what? What's wrong? I don't know why is it always. Undefined. Wait, what? So 0.0067, that makes sense. So what's wrong here? Okay. Should I stop it or what? Yeah. Test again. Because I didn't get my call back after 30 seconds, which is concerning. So how the hell is it undefined? Anyway, okay. Stop. So wait until, wait, no, shit. Unpin. So why is the time undefined? That's really concerning. I'm not gonna leave this thing until it's perfected. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stretch this thing for a while, but time callback requested, yes. Wait until 0 point. So the wait until time is in hours, which means that if I were to ask AI how much is how much is this much hours? How much is hours? It's equal to 4 minutes. Damn. I think I should give it a prompt which says that wait. So I think it's messing up the time controls, which is expected of the AI, because again it's AI. Wait. E.g. call me back in 30 seconds. Call me back in 30 seconds. Output 30 seconds in hours. 30 secs in hours. Yeah, this is how many hours it is. So let me just paste it here. Call me back in 30 minutes. Let's do this one. Minutes. So it's going to become 0.5. Yeah, makes sense. Save. And now for the grace and the love of God, it should work. Let's just make it not called again. Whew. I think, it's in AI automation, the only bug is the prompt. Like, prompt is the only thing that could be wrong in an AI automation workflow. Nothing else. Hello?
Good day. Is this Banging Plumbers?
Yeah, it is. Actually, I'm kind of busy. I'm on my bike. Can you call me after 30 seconds? Hey, hello?
Sure, I'll give you a call back in 30 seconds.
Yeah, please. Thank
Talk
you.
to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for your time.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
So it'll automatically cut the call. I have to open the timer. And I think it should give me a call back now, just because I defined what 30 seconds is, what 30 minute is, and stuff like that. I think 30. I never knew you could calculate hours like this, but it's really cool. Being honest, I'll still go and check onto the execution, just because I have to make sure that this thing is actually getting executed. So it's almost 6 p.m. in my area. So wait, where is the execution? What? Okay, it's past 30 seconds and I've not received a call yet. And I'm still not seeing my call anywhere. So why are there only? Oh shit! I'm the wrong one. My bad. So this guy has been waiting. Debugging editor. Unpin. For how long have you been waiting? So it's undefined. God damn it, okay? And this is how the wait until should be. So I don't know why is this taking it as undefined. I'll save it. Delete this. And I hope this is going to be the final. Not called. I'll refresh this. Hey, hello. Yeah, just call me. Yeah, I'm riding my bike. Can you just call me after 30 seconds? That would be great.
Sure, I'll wait for 30.
I know I'm gonna get a call, but still, I mean, it's just that it's been so much back and forth. But yeah, if this is perfected, we easily, like, this could be easily sold for a lot of money, just because people don't like to call back. Like, if I say to one of my friends, hey, call me back in like 2 hours, he'll easily forget that he had to call me back. So I don't think that should be an issue. But please make a call. Please make a call. So I'm not gonna call yet. It's fast. Let's go.
Good day. Am I speaking with someone from Banging Plumbers?
Yes, you are.
Great. Is this Daddy Rajwan I'm speaking with?
Yes, you are.
Hi, Daddy Rajwan. This is Maya from RapidX AI Solutions. We spoke earlier, and you asked me to call back at this time. Thank you for making time in your schedule.
Yeah, thank you. It works. So yeah, just I'll be putting all of this in the drive link below. Grab it, start calling, start earning. Do let me know how it works, and cheers, appreciate it. Bye bye. Sayonara. Peace. Bye bye.